it is good, it will go round.
I heard he has won.
I don't know. If it is good, it will go round. If it is bad, it will go.
Do you want to know?
All of them,
They may be at the placement,
all of them will get this good to Rivers State they have introduced. Everybody that was involved. You see this thing? It has not stopped. It will not stop with the Palibon Hario. It will not stop with
Why
it.
does it seem like you are happy that she lost?
Why will I be sad? What is my own? If she won or she lost? What is my business? What do I say? Let me tell you, Kelly.
She's
even
the only female senator we have.
It doesn't matter whether she's the only girl.
Hey.
Kelly, there was somebody who, in the instrumentality of Unyeso Wike, was appointed. I hear the person was working with National Security Advisor.
Ojukai.
And then.
Why are you afraid to call his name? Call his
name. No, Kelly, no.
Ojukai,
you know me too well. I'm afraid of what?
See, just call his name.
No, I'm not finished. Do you know when I've decided to call his name?
Are we talking about the ghost?
Do you know when I want to call his name? I wouldn't call him from the beginning. I don't want to bring his name in. Now, this person was saying Ribado was the best. Oh, yes, so we get the best. That time. All of a sudden. These are the original members of APCO.
Sorry.
Today, Ojukaye Flagamakri was disqualified. A former chairman of APC was disqualified. Now, suddenly, he has realized that something is wrong.
Has he said anything? He did not say anything.
He doesn't need to say anything for us to know that he's not happy. Have you seen anybody that was disqualified? Is Palibon Banigo happy? All of them that were disqualified, are they happy? Okay, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that when something is going on wrongly, if something is wrong,
this band, every member is in the pitch. It's not where they select 11 and the other members are watching from the side. Especially when you are wearing the boot of first 11. Palibon Harry in Rivers politics is wearing the boot, the gadget of first 11, and he chooses to play reserve. Why wouldn't she, help to disqualify her? She disqualified herself.
Mm-hmm.
Because in politics, there's nothing like at the end of the day there was a draw. In politics, at the end of the day, a winner must emerge. Now, when everything that was happening in Rivers State was happening, Palibon Harry was on reserve bench. I'm talking politics here now.
That's you mean she was quiet?
She was. I can't even know what to discuss. I have chosen the word reserve.
But she said she doesn't know it. There's something like yes, a weekend for Bora Rift now. She said there's something like that.
Thank you. That is what she doesn't know, and since she didn't know it, that is where until she knows. Then, because as far as I'm concerned now, okay, let me assume that she's aggrieved for one reason or the other. Now, in Rivers State, we are assumed to have two factions now in that regard. Who will even, if we say let's go for protest now, which group will protest for her? Which group? So she's on her own. Whatever thing that may have made APC to disqualify her.
That's you people now.
So you see, APC may have seen that, look, for you to be our, fly our flag, you must be a participating player. You cannot be holding such a certain position and you choose to play reserve. That may be the policy or principle of APC at that level.
So she brought it upon herself.
Of course, yes. She chose to play reserve and she's on reserve. And APC have said those who are on reserve cannot, be given the front seat in this 2027 election.
Even after Tinubu told them that all of you are returned elected. Even after Tinubu told them that.
Which people?
He told National Assembly members.
No, Tinubu wouldn't have said that. Tinubu only. If Tinubu have all of you are returned, there would have been no need for this formal kind of primary elections now.
So he deceived them.
Tinubu didn't deceive anybody. Tinubu only, gave fatherly advice. Tinubu only gave fatherly advice and didn't say the process should not take its place.
So her being screened out doesn't come to you as a surprise at all?
No. She reserved herself and she's still on that reserve. Maybe she's beginning to realize now that as a senator, she is supposed to, play active role either for or against in this kind of situation. So she's on reserve.
We'll have another commercial break. This will take us till 10. After the news, we'll continue and then race through, take your reactions and close.
Thank you
Please
very much.
Stay with us.
Thank you very much.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. We have to pay some bills. We have guests this morning from Successful Realtors Group. There's a guy, I see Uncle Kule in the studio, two ladies. So I've already mentioned Uncle Kule Tatafo, so he's out of it. Let me introduce, let's begin with you, sir. Your name, please?
Good morning. My name is Ekuribe Kelechi.
Okay, madam?
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Ambassador Michelle Modi.
Okay, and?
Speaking Sylvia Onofiok.
Oh. My name is Kunle Oluwole. I'm not Tatafo in this thing. Myself. Oh, God.
It's not a Friday.
So we are here. We are good.
Okay.
We are good.
What's Successful Realtors Group? It sounds like a real estate company, yes?
Yes, so Successful Realtors Group is a real estate marketing company right here in the city of Port Harcourt.
Okay.
We sell verified properties, so we are like property police. We sell the right properties. We verify the properties of the real estate companies before we sell. So every property we are selling, the document of that property is seated pretty in the Successful Realtors Group office, and we have our office at number 8 Tombia Street here in GRA.
Okay.
So we work with credible developers, and we don't sell any property that we have not verified. And the minimum requirement of a property we sell is COD. You must be ready to process CFO for your estate. You must be ready to develop before we can even sign you into our company to help you promote your property. So
Okay,
anything we bring to you is good to go.
So you're in the middle
Yes,
between
please.
the buyer
Yes.
and the real estate company.
Of course.
So the buyer can come to you
Yes, please.
to get any property.
Yes, please.
But
Any
the
verified
realtors have to be subscribed to you.
No, the
Is that how it
realtors
works?
are our members. They are our members, so they work with us. So this is a real estate marketing company that has over 500 realtors in Port Harcourt, and also lots of realtors outside Port Harcourt. We even have some realtors that are even that are not even in Nigeria.
Okay, let me not
Yes.
jump. Let me allow others contribute.
Okay.
You want to contribute?
Okay, that being said, one of our very clean and important developer that is office is in Lagos, is resident in Lagos, has properties in Asaba, Aba, Ogun State, has come to Port Harcourt. He has been in Port Harcourt for a few months now, getting all his documentations right, which Successful Realtors have also verified. That being said, tomorrow we are all going to Rukboku Alu area to launch Landview Estate. Landview Estate with C of O in view. The event is going to be large with lots of celebrities, lots of events, and also you will have the opportunity to buy lands or houses. However, one thing is sure, as we have brought this to you, just know that you're going to get properties that will give you peace of mind.
Okay. So you want to speak on this, sir?
All right. Tomorrow being the launch day for Landview City Estate here in the city of Port Harcourt, we want to use this opportunity to welcome all our sundry. You're in Port Harcourt. We want you to be part of this launch opening. This is a property that nobody in Port Harcourt is expected to miss. If you miss the GRA, you miss Gulf Estate, you miss NAF Harmony, Landview City is the next place for you to invest. Tomorrow, the official launch will be taking place at Rukboku. If you're coming from a Liozu, you're coming from Urumokoro, you're coming from a Grita, when you get to Rukboku, the C4I, the road that leads to Redeem Road, just take the road straight down. Before you get to UAC Hashfat Company, you will see our sign post on your right. That is the location for the estate launch. Then if you're coming from Obrikwere, that is the new airport road. Once you get to the C4I, you take your right. Less than 2 minutes drive, you will see the estate signage on your left. The numbers to call are 091 6000 52 24. Again, 0916 000 5224. Another number to call is 0916 000 5226. Again, 0916 000 5226.
Okay, so I have perhaps one question, right? The realtor that is in town from Lagos, is it the launch of the company or is the launch of an estate that they are selling?
Okay, now Landview is the developer that owns this particular estate, which is called the Landview City Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Now, so we are launching the estate tomorrow, and
Okay.
also launching the presence of the company in Port Harcourt. So this company is a Lagos-based real estate developer. They have projects in Lagos, housing projects, landed projects. Okay, they have projects in Asaba, about 5 estates. They have about 6 estates in Lagos. They have in Aba, they have in Ogun State, and they are now currently in Port Harcourt. And their very first estate is this Landview City Port Harcourt, and they are doing everything possible to make it one of the most top-notch estates in Port Harcourt. And that's why nobody should miss it. Because if you miss Gulf Estate, if you miss Peter Odili, this is your another chance to own something early and timeless. And that's why we are here to invite the public so that they don't miss out. Because the company only has 30 plots to give out tomorrow on a pre-launch price, and which they are going to discover tomorrow. And let me also tell you, they have a discount of more than 50% if they come tomorrow. And if they call our numbers, they will also be able to get that discount. And that's why we are here to invite the public.
So the venue for the launch
Yes,
is
please.
same venue where the estate is located.
Yes, so we are going to be launching 2 things tomorrow. The Landview office is going to be launched tomorrow, and the estate as well. But the office, there's nothing so much going on there. Just the pastor that is going to pray and cut the ribbon. So where the main celebration is going to happen is the estate, and that's why we are giving the address of the estate. But the office is number 22 Degema Street by Shell RA.
So the phone numbers, people would have questions they would like to call. What are the phone numbers?
The phone numbers are 0916 000 5224, 091 6000 5224. Another number 0916 000 5226. I'll call it again, 0916 000 5226.
All right, so let's just touch on some very important notes before we leave. We have a few minutes left.
Okay.
The launch is happening tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, 19th.
What time?
It's happening 11 a.m. tomorrow. You know, we are launching 2 things, the office and the estate.
But
so the office is going to be by 10.
You want the public to
come
be at the
more
estate.
to the site.
Okay.
Yes. So, but however, if someone maybe as a, we are inviting the general public. But if you want to sell, if you want to also be a part of the company to sell, maybe as a realtor, okay, or you want to come as a client just to observe what is happening and also buy. Now, if maybe you are not driving, you can actually go to the Successful Realtors office. We'll have buses there, okay, and that is number 8 Tombia Street, GRA, just by Polo Club. If you get to GRA Junction, you see GTB, you see Hypercity. There's a street by GTB that takes you to Arena. Just the 3rd gate into that street is number 8. It's written boldly on the wall. That's number 8 Tombia Street. That's the Successful Realtors group. They are going to be coasters and buses there to convey people to site. So if you are not driving and you are not too sure of the location, you can come to Successful Realtors Group office. Will convey you to the site.
Are there side attractions at the event tomorrow?
Of course, there's going to be a lot to eat. There's going to be a lot to drink. There are going to be comedians there. There are going to be that. It's going to be an amazing event. This is a Lagos developer now. They are coming with so much steeze and composure. So it's going to be amazing. So we're inviting
the discounts again.
Yeah, we are having above 50%, about 65% discount for people buying tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. And also take note, this estate that we are launching tomorrow, it's already been fenced.
Okay.
The CFO is already been done. It's been paid. As in, like I told you earlier, this is Successful Realtors Group. We don't sell nonsense.
Okay.
We sell what is good. So everything I'm talking to you about, the document is seated pretty in the office. So when I say the CFO is in view, I don't mean mouth CFO.
Okay.
If you come, you are going to see the certificate that's in the
COD.
The COD is
So
ready.
deposit.
Okay, and the document that shows the stamp duty is already ready. Okay, and even the publication. So it's remaining just a few things remaining for the CFO to be ready.
All right.
This estate has been fenced, and there's going to be housing project in the estate. So with this estate, we are not waiting for clients to come and build to develop the estate.
The
The
venue.
company is developing the estate.
The venue.
The venue is the venue of the estate or the company.
The venue of the estate.
Okay, the venue of the estate is Rupoko Alo, just off the airport road. Like my colleague gave the description. Let me also
Okay.
give again. If you are coming from the Obirikwere axis, if you just get to OPM Church, if you pass the 20,000 housing project, you see the C4I checkpoint. You go right, okay, into the Redeem Camp Road. As you just go right, you see the AUC Asphalt Company. Our estate is opposite it.
All right.
You see Landview there. Then if you are coming from Rumokoro or Elios, merely you pass Sasro, Rupoko, you pass that new bridge, that's the one they are walking. You will now see the C4I checkpoint again. You now go left this time around.
Okay. Phone
That's
numbers.
it.
We have to go. We're out of time.
0916 000 5224.
Can you slow down with the numbers, please?
0916 000 5224. The second number 0916 000 5226.
All right. Thank you, ladies and sir, for making the time to be here this morning.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. News update.
Good morning. This is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. The federal government has begun efforts to address fiscal and policy challenges affecting Nigeria's paper manufacturing industry as part of plans to boost local production, create jobs, and reduce dependence on imported educational materials. Minister of State for Industry John Eno disclosed this during a factory tour and stakeholders meeting with Nixon Paper Mill Nigeria and Specialty Group. The manufacturers complain about what they describe as unfair competition from imported paper products and textbooks, noting that imported educational materials enter the country duty-free, while local producers still pay duties on chemicals and other key raw materials. Eno described the situation as harmful to local industry, revealing that Nigeria loses an estimated 250 billion naira annually through the importation of textbooks that could be produced domestically. He said the government is considering reforms under its industrial policy framework and would engage the Ministry of Finance to review the duty structure affecting the paper and printing sector. Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has reduced the price of aviation jet fuel Jet A1 to 1,650 naira per litre from 1,750 naira per litre in a move aimed at easing pressure on airline operators and ensuring a steady fuel supply across the country. The company announced that the reduction is accompanied by a 30-day interest-free credit facility for marketers and airline operators backed by bank guarantees, as well as a transition from dollar-based pricing to a naira-denominated structure. The refinery said the intervention is designed to address rising operational costs in the aviation sector, where fuel remains one of the biggest expenses for domestic carriers. Industry stakeholders have repeatedly warned that increasing jet A1 prices was threatening the sustainability of flight operations and pushing up airfares. According to the company, the latest price cut is expected to reduce fuel procurement costs for airlines, improve operational stability, and support efforts to moderate ticket prices for passengers. The Federal High Court in Abuja has scheduled May 26 for judgment in a suit challenging the eligibility of former President Goodluck Jonathan to contest the 2027 presidential election. Justice Peter Alifo fixed the date after all parties adopted their final written argument, with the Attorney General of the Federation backing Jonathan's position, urging the court to dismiss the case, while the independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) failed to appear through legal representation. The suit filed by an Abuja-based lawyer seeks a perpetual injunction restraining Jonathan from contesting future presidential elections, barring INEC from accepting or publishing his name as a candidate. The plaintiff argues that Jonathan has already exhausted the constitutional limit of 2 terms, citing his completion of late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua's tenure and his subsequent full term after the 2011 election. Justice Lifu also ruled that all pending objections to the suit would be determined alongside the final judgment. On the foreign scene, the United States has announced stricter measures to prevent the spread of Ebola following the World Health Organization's declaration of the outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, as an international health emergency. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, said it would begin screening travelers arriving from affected regions and impose temporary entry restrictions on non-U.S. citizens who recently traveled to the DRC, Uganda, or South Sudan. The U.S. Embassy in Kampala also suspended visa services, while officials confirmed that an American aid worker in the DRC had tested positive for the virus and was being evacuated to Germany for treatment. Health authorities say the current outbreak has caused at least 91 suspected deaths and around 350 suspected infections, with women accounting for more than 60% of the cases. And that's it on the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Today 95.1 FM, where news meets insight, sports meets passion, and entertainment meets excellence. Expert analysis from seasoned professionals and our top analysts, informing, educating, and entertaining you. Your voice, your station. We are the voice of the people.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. Still Today 95.1 FM. Let's go. Let's read messages from you. Let's see how many we can squeeze in at this time. Okay. While we await the return of panelists on the show. Did I read a message earlier? Did I read one? I'm not sure I even did. Did I read this one? Okay. Greetings, Kelly. Omo, those primaries figures are mind-blowing. Why are we like this? Nigerians and particularly politicians take every chance to milk a situation. You didn't tell us your name, but that's your contribution. I will say thank you. This is Aboyo Kingsley. I completely agree with the governor of Kano State. Respect is reciprocal. Kwankwaso must be mindful of his words. Politics is not a do-or-die affair. Aboyo Kingsley, that is your contribution. Dangote among the elites with Tinubu, who traveled out without nothing to show. The government sponsored Dangote, I believe. Okay, Chikwe from Igruta. All right, you believe so. Akpabio being so excited. Ojo Zokalo, Uzodima, and all their old famous emerged APC senatorial seats. The question is, did they really merit it? And for Atiku, must he be on the ballot sheet every election season? Can't he surrender at least for once? I pray that Amici will pull him down, just as Wike did to him. And Jidamadi Soki from Ruma Parallel Akbo community. All right. This will be the next one. Richard, this is a long message, and I can't read all of it, so let me just try. From Choba. On the kidnappings in Oyo, I find it very hard to believe that kidnappers with bank accounts and internet footprints cannot be traced by the Nigeria police force. Let's hypothetically assume that it can be traced. What is the government doing on their own part to prevent these abductions from happening? What would it take to pass a law mandating all businesses that meet certain profit margin annually to integrate CCTV cameras to their buildings in exchange for tax waivers, while the government fund a nationwide CCTV installation project on all major roads of the country? All right, we can take to that point. Thank you. Good morning to you as well. You just told us good morning there. Peter Obi's comparison doesn't connect. It's like two parallel lines that never meet. America is a leading nation with results, while Nigeria is beggarly with nothing to show or to offer because of bad leadership. And for the aspirants who won their various party primaries, my special congratulations goes to Senator Hope Uzodinma for clinching the APC Olu Senatorial District ticket. We move. Simply goodness from Alakaya. That is your contribution. Federal government of Nigeria does not pay for hotel accommodation, flight tickets, etc. for businesses, for business magnates who travel with the president on business concerns. These entrepreneurs pay their bills because of the benefits they derive. Such trips afford them a special opportunity to engage and interact on government officials with the influence of the president, who has a bilateral and multilateral relationships and respect for other nations. John Owagugo. Okay, if you're an authority, I say great, because I don't believe that they pay. Gift Joseph, Mr. President condemns killing of a teacher and the abduction of others. And I want to ask, when will this condemning talk end? When will they finish killing the citizens of this country? Would it end when they finish killing the citizens of this country? Oh my God, how would these children that are experiencing, how are they feeling experiencing this? Gift Joseph, thank you. Do you remember when Tinubu sent his 4-year borrowing plan proposal for National Assembly's approval? The proposed total amount, $22 billion. Nigerians shouted that time. If Tinubu is borrowing $2 billion today, it's out of the $22 billion earlier proposed. Obi's only campaign strategy is to criticize whatever Tinubu does. Ask him for solution. He won't give you a clear answer. Okay, very DK. I can't remember when Tinubu sent that. Tinubu cannot send that. I can't remember. Borrowing plan for 4 years. Wow. Well, maybe I missed it. It's possible. Maybe I missed it, but I can't remember. Let's return. Panelists are back. Let me go to Dr. Calix. The loss of distinguished senator, former deputy governor of Rivers State. I find it strange, but she's decrying it. It's not fair. You can't treat the senator with experience that way. You cheat the state by doing what you have done. But I kept saying it. At least in the years I've been watching and covering and reporting about Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike doesn't do half wins. If you're with him, you're with him. If you're not with him, you're not with him. And we can say for a fact that when the crisis started in this state between Fubara and Nyesom Wike, we didn't see her name in any of the documents that were released. We didn't see her speak. She was very quiet. She stayed neutral. Maybe she stayed neutral, right? So if this is happening now, knowing the kind of politics we play, should she be surprised that she was screened out, in all fairness?
When our electoral system is not built on democracy, internal party democracy, where whoever that is coming in because the people voted for him or voted for her, whichever means that is the process of the party selection, and the person is someone who was unpicked because he's loyal to one person or the other, imposed on the people, and eventually becomes a representative for the people. Today, Senator Ipalebo Harry Banigo, right, is crying foul. Just as I listened to someone said this morning, is it that all this while she has been quiet and suddenly because it has affected her now she's talking? You see, when you see evil done to someone and because directly it does not affect you, you don't react, you don't express displeasure, dissatisfaction, over what is being done to someone, you keep quiet. Remember, what goes around comes around. Evil will soon come to you. I kept saying that whenever you keep quiet at evil, remember, a day evil will come to you, people will keep quiet. All the things that happened in this state, just as you rightly mentioned, she was quiet. Even in her office. At least she would have been able to use her office, use her experience, use her position and all of that to also let people know that yes, things are not done like this and things should be done like this. But she kept quiet. So the same process that brought her in and imposed her on the Rivers West, I think Rivers West Interior, the
things, yes.
Yes. And she served as a senator. That same process has brought in another person. So our political system, electoral system is faulty from the foundation. And as far as that process continues like that, people like her, people who find themselves in that kind of situation will keep crying. You see what is happening even in other parts, in Lagos and all of that. You see, one thing somebody has told me that the way he knows the result of an election is to listen to the reaction of parties in that election. Even when the actual results have not been announced. You see people who start by condemning the process. Oh, the process was a sham. The process was this. Oh, the process was... You have seen that category. Then another category will be the category of people who will start praising that process. Oh, we've never experienced this kind of election before. Oh, it was fair. You understand? That is how he knows the result of an election. So clearly, she has been screened out because perhaps, just as you said, she stayed aloof. She did not take side with this one. She did not take side with this one. And the kind of politics we play in this part of the country, in this part of the world rather, it's dangerous to maintain that kind of a position. So clearly, when it does not favor you and it goes out of you, you start crying. So I'm not surprised.
Well, Kelly, I think for me, there is no philosophy of sitting in the fence in anything at all. It's not only in politics. It is either you are there or you are out.
Sure.
You are in. Yes, those that are there with you will know that this is one of us. You are out, they will know you are not one of them. So when you go in there through an umbrella, the system they are using also is what brought you in. And you sit there enjoying everything. Perhaps those who made you go there will be looking at you and then say, okay, let us see next time. Because when a man that suffered for you and brought you in is having issues, and in politics, the brand Nigeria plays, you do not come and hear him even though you know A to Z is wrong, for instance. But you didn't make any effort to tell him, okay, you are right. Because that's what they want to hear. Then it will reach the time to go back to that place. And remember, you were benefiting. Since you kept quiet, he will remove you. Incidentally, that's what Williams was saying. The guy that made her,
the man that qualified
has disqualified her. Simple. So I think Kelly, nobody should be bothered because I was not part of those making her, and I'm also not part of those disqualifying her. She just got it the way it should be. You remember? Let me cite an authority on this. Jesus told a certain congregation,
quote the Bible.
You are neither hot nor cold. And so I have to puke you off. Kelly, how can you are not Emmanuel, you are not Kelly. Which one are you now?
Then you are Mr. Williams.
So I'd like to ask us two final questions about Mr. Williams' friend. And perhaps political principles
should be excluded then.
As the road to finding out who gets the presidential ticket of the APC gets closer, Amechi speaks of his chances. Amechi on I think Trust TV, well, he did talk about zoning.
ADC or APC?
ADC.
I said Amechi was on Trust TV.
Okay.
Where he made the remarks. Well, he challenged Atiku on two things. First, I feel I'm the most competent. I believe that I'll win the APC primary, the ADC primaries. for the presidential ticket. 2, it is said that Atiku has always been winning primaries, which is not also entirely correct. He has lost some primaries. Atiku has always been winning primaries, but he has a tradition of always losing the general election after he has won the primaries. So I am the most suitable person for the ticket. So my question is 2, not 1 or 2, it's 2. First one, can Tinubu beat Atiku in a primary? Whether it's consensus or
is it Tinubu
can Amechi beat Atiku in a primary? Whether it's consensus or direct primaries. 2, if he scales the first hurdle, is it the person that can defeat Tinubu in the election? Dr. Kalis, let me begin with you.
Thank God.
But initially you started with giving attention to Mr. Williams. Now you have all right. You see, the Nigerian brand of politics is, for me, so tiring in the sense that, just like former President Goodluck Jonathan said in one of his conversations, quoting the Chinese proverb, that it is easier to wake up someone that is sleeping than to wake up someone that is pretending that is sleeping. Everything we do, or the way the system of our politics is being played, is a clear case of pretense of what should be done. These people know the right thing. They have seen the ideologies as being practiced in other parts of the world, and yet when it comes to our own here, it appears it's a different thing. It appears that the model that works in other parts of the world is forbidden in this part, does not work. Okay, come back to what you're saying. Right from time I said, the only person that, from the way I look at it, will give problem to ADC is Atiku. The reason why I said that is that Atiku does not, from his political body language over years, is such that cannot come and say, okay, let us go this direction, as far as it does not favor him. You see what happened in PDP, how he wanted the ticket, how he rallied around whatever he did, I don't know, and he got the ticket, and he felt, just as you've referenced, that I knew that Atiku would not want ADC to have a consensus candidate. He will always want them to go to what? To the polls for primaries. And he has his way of galvanizing resources and people to win. And that is clearly the reason why Obi and Kwankwaso left the party. And again, if this contest is going to be between Amechi and Atiku, clearly, even though I may prefer Amechi to get the ticket of the party, the indices are not too clear in favor of Amechi, because certainly Atiku will be doing what he has been doing, and he will galvanize every human and the financial resources, which he has more than Amechi, in quote, to get the ticket. And if he eventually gets the ticket, I'm speaking on the side of Atiku now, if he eventually gets the ticket as the presidential candidate of the ADC, then I do not see the possibility him beating President Tinubu.
So if Amechi gets it?
If Amechi gets it, I also do not see, I am not seeing that possibility at all, because right now the ADC is a wreck ship. Is a wreck ship.
Why is it a wreck ship?
It's a wreck ship now.
How so?
You see the personalities that have left the party. You see
how many persons have left the party?
Obi left the party.
Yes.
Kwankwaso left the party.
Yes.
Members of reps, I think I saw some whether some
of them, 18 of them.
18 of them also left the party.
From how many states?
I may not be able to pin their state, but these are personalities.
Mostly from Anambra and Kano states. Mostly from Anambra and Kano states.
Mm-hmm.
So if 17 rep members out of 360,
okay,
right?
Yes.
Does that make the ship wreck?
The ship is wrecked now. These are obvious things that we don't need to discuss behind the scene.
No, that's what I'm trying to understand. What makes it wreck?
It's wrecked because clearly the formidable force that they would have been able to gather if they were in one ship, Kwankwaso, Obi, and all of them were there, is depleted. It's depleted.
So the ship without, for you, the ship without Kwankwaso and Obi makes it wreck?
For sure.
That is for you.
Obvious analysis will tell you that if there is one person or if there is one union that would have made the ADC more formidable to stand an election against APC, would have been an Obi and Kwankwaso ticket.
I don't see the obviousness in the analysis.
No, but you can see the level of support that Kwankwaso gathers in the north. And you also see the level of support.
Kwankwaso has support in the north. He wins only one state when it comes to elections. What support are we talking about?
Kelly. Anyway,
that is his opinion.
I do not see
that is his opinion.
That's why I'm interrogating. I want to establish that opinion. That's why I'm having these interactions, so that whoever is listening can say, okay, my interjection is based on substance and not because of sentiment.
No, not really. No. I'm not sentimental in analysis.
No, I mean,
you disqualify him.
No, I can't disqualify him. I can't. No, but
the way you have been talking about disqualification today, you started with
to make some strong categorical statement. For me, it's not something I'll just look away. I see it as a window for a deeper discourse.
Well, Kelly.
So when you say the ADC is wrecked,
Kelly,
that's a strong
in
statement.
my opinion, let me use that word.
Simple.
In my opinion,
that's it.
This ADC as of today is wrecked. And if Amechi, as you pose the question, gets a ticket against Tinubu, there's no likeliness that he will win Tinubu.
Okay. I don't see the ADC being wrecked. Mr. Ndukwe, remember the two questions.
No, ask again, please.
Contest between me and Atiku. Do you think between Amechi and Atiku, who is likely to emerge in the ADC as the flag bearer? That's one. Two, Amechi gets the ticket. Can he unseat Tinubu?
Well, starting with the first question, Atiku will clinch the ticket.
Against Amechi?
Yes. If you ask me, who is a more refined politician or more pragmatic politician, Amechi is. But Atiku will still claim the ticket in ADC. Okay. As a matter of fact, Nigerians may not believe what I'm saying. Atiku is the owner of ADC. That's my own belief.
Okay.
See, whatever you go, no matter how powerful you may be, if you take a fight to somebody's house, not going to amass weapons, and then you just go there because you think you have muscles and all that, in his room, he may kill you because he knows where he keeps his weapons or whatever, no matter how crude. Okay? Now, so Amechi may not be talking, and especially with the Nigerian brand of politics, Atiku has money the way I think, more than Amechi. And that's what Nigerians need because of hunger. Now, the second question, should Amechi, for instance, emerge? Can he upstage Tinubu? Kelly, no is my answer. And that no is in capital letter. Not that Amechi is not powerful politically, or maybe what I use pragmatism. Amechi is more, but he won't win Tinubu. The reason is simple, and I don't know why they are doing as if they are not seeing all these things. So there is no way I have said it, and remember where I predicate everything I say. I'm a human. It might not be that way I say it, but that's my opinion. Tinubu is having the reins of power in his palm. It may have happened in several countries where sitting presidents are removed by way of elections. In Nigeria, it's happened once. And that one was a weak one. That's why it happened. Because Buhari came in, and if you remember what Jonathan himself came to highlight about that election, you know that if he had fought it, maybe Nigeria would have been pitched into conflagration, or it would have been maybe another like Abiola election. But right now, Kelly, I've asked simple questions. Maybe it's out of foolishness, but let it remain whatever it might be. I said, INEC, Amopitom, is appointed by Tinubu. Disu, the Inspector General of Police, is appointed by Tinubu. All of them, because he is the sitting president. As Amechi is, if Amechi is a president, and then he appoints all these people, will he ever think that they will come in and win him? I won't believe him even if he tells me so. I won't believe him. Because Nigerians have a crude way of using what they have to suppress somebody, especially in politics. Then you tell me all these people will sit, including the chief of the chief of what do they call the service chiefs, all of them appointed by Tinubu, and then somebody will coast in to remove Tinubu because he didn't garner more election, more votes. Those votes will come up. However they will come up, and he will sit in that seat because he is already in control. That's why he will beat Amechi. Not that he understands politics more than Amechi. No, everybody has his own style.
You're saying that removing our peculiarities.
Yes.
In a fair contest.
Yes.
Between Tinubu and Amechi.
Yes.
Amechi will defeat Tinubu.
Good. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Mr. Williams.
Yes. Kelly, your question number one is, can an Amechi defeat Atiku
at their primaries?
At the primaries. The answer is yes.
Okay.
You know what people see, or how people look at ADC, with this understanding that Atiku owns ADC may not be correct.
Okay.
You see, that Obi and Kwankwaso left is not to say, don't forget that ADC has been formed even before Kwankwaso and Obi came in. So their exit, in as much as the party needs everybody to win the election, their exit cannot be said to mean that ADC is wrecked. No. That is that. Amechi can win Atiku in primaries. You know, a few things here is at play. One, whether we like it or not, the Nigeria as presently constituted, there are factors that can sway anybody to vote. First and foremost is this unwritten agreement between the North and the South. It has been there. Don't forget, let me tell you, the presidential primaries of ADC have just been shifted. Why? There are still talks on consensus.
Okay.
So let me not go too far, but an Amechi can win an Atiku in primaries. Now, one, you know that it is saying that, can you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result? The answer is no. Yes, Atiku is known for winning primaries, but just like the fundamental question Amechi asked, as good as he has been in winning primary election, has he ever won the general election? The answer is no. Meaning that he's been doing one thing over and over and over and over again. And that may continue. And if that continues, then you don't expect a different result by 2027. These are some of the reasons Amechi is putting forward. Now, just like Oga Iman said, that he cannot take war to somebody's house in his assumption that Atiku owns ADC.
Yes.
That nobody can take fight to his house and win him. Let me tell you, let's not even go far to Abuja. It's happening here in Rivers State. Somebody who is not a member of APC, I'm not justifying it. Somebody who is not a member of APC and who also is telling you that he would never be, has taken fights to APC and has won everybody in APC. You know, that is to the extent of what you have just asserted. Not correct.
Okay. So on the B part.
On the B part is that when we talk about, Tinubu appointed IG, Tinubu appointed INEC chairman, don't forget that we have said repeatedly that this election is APC against Nigeria or Nigerian people. So it's not
has
about,
never been against.
No, wait. So it's not a question of IG of police, chairman of INEC. We know that the appointer has influence over them.
Okay.
But today, with the level of awareness Nigeria have today, with the level of poverty and hunger in the land, I'm not saying that the people Tinubu appointed may not attempt to please him. But you know what? There is a level to which you will see resistance. Even you that want to assist your boss, you will think twice. Now, this election, if it is between Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi and Atiku, and Tinubu, yes, all they appointed this, appointed that, appointed, they may be there. But you see, in politics, you can never say this is how it will be.
Of course.
I know
right.
that Amechi is a candidate to beat. in Nigeria today as it is. It doesn't matter, he's from here, he's from Rivers State. Let me tell you the mistake some people make it. We use the conspiracy that existed between a Rivers man and an outsiders to see how they can cripple Amechi. So the thing has made, when they come to Rivers State, they feel, oh, Amechi, yeah, he did well when he was governor, but today, what is his space? But you will see, when Amechi becomes the flag bearer of a political party, that's when you will know. It's not a Rivers State election. It's not a Bayelsa election. This is Nigeria election.
Okay. So Amechi can defeat Tinubu.
Very well.
0810-9510951. So we have to read your message. Yesterday we were unable to apologize. So today we'll make up. We'll try and make up. Yeah. The phone line is open. Take your calls, read your messages. Good morning, Today 95.1. Welcome.
Yes, hello. It's Emezimo.
Tony Hosford, welcome. Please go on.
Thank you very much. Yes, I will not agree with Leonard. J.C. Williams. When you talk about the troops. Embarked upon by our president every time. He's either here in Kuala Lumpur or he's in Canada or he's there. And this is not amounting to anything. There's no tangible result. And then the thing is that I don't just understand. Others go to like the Americans went to Trump went to China. To fetch something for his country. That's what that should be done. But in Nigeria, I see it as one of these, gallivanting trips.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good morning, Today 95.1. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to my brother. His father who is calling from Port Harcourt. Yes, the truth is that I want to talk about Vanigo. I remember some time ago, a man said he bought phone for everybody. So the same man that bought phone for everybody should buy for her now. So let her go arrest. And that is the truth. And for Atiku and Amechi, if Amechi and Atiku contest in this primary, Amechi will only win Atiku if they zone to the south. If the party zone their presidential candidate to the south. But if they didn't zone it to the south and it is thrown open, Atiku will win. Remember, dollar is there. And if Atiku is standing a chance to contest with what do they call Tinubu, there's every possibility that the North will let their brother down, and it will be a tribal election this time. It will be south, east. Then
okay.
Tinubu west, and it will be like that. So,
all right. Thank you.
Fine.
Okay. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly.
Hello, Frank. Welcome. Please go on.
Yeah, I greet all the guests in the studio.
Thank you.
React on the APC primaries. As the APC member, I want to appeal to all the losers for them to take it in good faith.
Now,
it has been happening like this. And I want to beg my senator, Dr. Vanigo, please take it in good faith. That was how you defeated the former one. So maybe today is their turn. Tomorrow will be another person's turn. Then for the Amechi and Atiku, well, for two of them, they will not even go anywhere because what Amechi did to Jonathan, I never forget it. And I will not vote for Amechi for a single day because when Jonathan lost the election, Amechi played drum in Abuja.
But you're in the APC now. So why would you want to vote for Amechi?
No, if he come out for general election, if he emerges victorious in the primary, then he will seek for my vote as a Rivers man. But I would deny him.
But we already know who you're voting for. Now you're not voting for Tinubu.
That's my presidential candidate.
So let's leave Amechi now. It's not in the list of the person you want to vote for. Frank, thank you. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Kelly, and my humble and learned panelists in the house here. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning. Morning, sir.
Let me go over quickly to my serving senator that lost out and the screening or whatever. Well, she should be there. It is what happens in politics. But let me give her one single assignment. Now that she is off the game, this period, I want to assign this as an assignment to her. Let her use this period. So please, go directly to Mr. President use this chance and tell him to please do free and fair election. Now that you are off the game, use this chance to beg Mr. President, please, sir, we need free and fair in the presidential. Thank you so much, and I cut off that.
Good morning, Today 95.1.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome, sir.
My name is Nibu Pepe from Bukumata. Today now, my first man, you guys like I'm the criminal of snake. Former party chairman of APC. That is better. It's no complaint. It's our party. We just support our party. We just support our team. It's our party. We not correct anything. There is God.
Okay. Good morning, Today 95.1. Are you there? All right, call drop. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. K.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Kuri is my name, please. I go straight to the point of the primary that they did in River State that they affected the deputy governor. The truth is, you see, when we see bad, and just like what you are saying there, when somebody sees bad as an outdoor, you cannot talk. When we can gather them and we can ask them a question, whom do you think I am? And Christ asked his disciples, only Peter answered, and none of them can answer. We can say, I'm the one that brought form for people. Nobody. And at the end of the way they brought you, and the way they remove you, then the truth that if they are doing something to your constituency, all the good that they remove, if they are doing something to your constituency, the truth will come out to say, oh, this man can suffer for us. And for that, let us do something. Nobody have had any statement, all the people that they remove. Because when the war comes to River State, that emergency come,
all right.
Emergency come, nobody talk among them.
Thank you.
And for that, for me, let other people go. That is my take of it.
Good morning, Today 95.1.
Yeah, good morning, Today 95.1. My name is IMJ, calling from Okrika. In respect of P2B secretaries on Tinubu's travel. So I also want to say he is looking for cheap sympathy from Nigerians. Because he who criticizing, according to what he's saying, he has never tell us what to do. And another thing, I also agree with one of your analysts there, that since long, Nigerians have gotten ahead of stage and all that. No good, everybody is criticizing, this one did not do well. And it's true, right from 1966, the changes that Nigerians need has not come. This resource control that is changed to unitary system of government has never been discussed, even in your house there.
All right.
Thank
you, sir. So, good morning, Today 95.1.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Kelly, Chief Ndukwe, and the guests in the studio. Bless one to you all, the bad one to all the bad politics and shine, and 419 party where they do their members, 419. Mr. Kelly, you see, it is quite sad that Jagaban do not have the capacity or capability or they whatsoever competent to rule this country. The other day he went to where Plateau and he said this will never happen again. And now he's coming every day whereby somebody is beheaded. There's nothing he can do. And lastly, we can see now that Jagaban and Wike has happened to Ipalebo, the senator in Rivers State. She is crying. When it happened to see our dynamic governor, they were quiet, they were mute. But now Jagaban and Wike has happened to them.
Sam, thank you. Good morning, Today 95.1.
Good morning, Bro Kelly.
Welcome, sir.
Bro Kelly, you see, right now, Borosimi Chibika Amechi is a man that if he clinches that ticket, let me tell you, all Tinubu needs is a man like Rotimi Chibika Amechi. You don't have any qualification to embark on totally election, totally politics, which today is a tradition
and the norm in politics of Nigeria as introduced by Tinubu and Nyesom Wike. Are you with me?
No, I'm not. I'm not with you. Explain it, please. I'll give you for some minutes. Explain what you just said.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, just explain what you said.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Kindly explain what you said. I'll extend your time. Kindly just explain what you said.
I said, Rotimi Amechi is a man that if he clinches that ticket, you are going to see a different dynamics of politics in Nigeria. You think Amechi does not exist? Or this Amechi does not exist? Amechi is a man, he's a figure. And these are the type of figure that are willing to combat Tinubu. And Tinubu knows that if he clinches the ticket, a man is before him. Amechi is not a man who is ready for talking politics. We know Amechi's track record when he was the governor of Rivers.
Okay.
He doesn't indulge in talking about, but Tinubu knows Amechi is also a man. He doesn't need any qualification.
All right.
Talking politics. Amechi will give you what you want.
It's all right. Good morning. Today 95.1. Hello. All right. That call dropped. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly.
Welcome, Obed. Please go on.
Kelly, I want to ask one question. Where are the original members of APC in Rivers State? Because there were people who were fighting injustice, like Senator Magnus Abe, who is now a political rolling stone, fought and was accusing Amechi. Oh, Amechi is trying to impose candidates. What is happening now? How come Senator Magnus Abe has suddenly gone mute? Because with what we see right now, original APC members are now eating crumbs that fell on the table of those who tried to stop the formation of APC in 2014. They are the ones now sitting at the forefront. These original members are now just like spectators. Anything they give to them, they eat. They are soft right now. It's very unfortunate. Thank you.
Why they complain for them? Then complain give you. Good morning. Today 95.1.
Good morning. I'm not calling from Port.
Okay.
Let me talk about Amechi and the primary. I want to be sure that as of now, Amechi will defeat Atiku. Let's remember the past primary in APC. I tell you, in all the people in APC at the past for primary, no one who have defeated Amechi apart from Tinubu. For now, they are in a different party. When Amechi defeats Atiku in primary for general election, he will still defeat the sitting president.
Okay, Chief. That's your position. Good morning. Today 95.1.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Ogreman. Good morning, everybody.
Can you speak up a bit?
I said good morning. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
Ogreman. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Please go on, sir. Your name, where you're calling from?
Chinda, calling from Chinda. I want to remind everybody that without Tambua on that night, without Tambua, we would have won Atiku, hands down. Tambua gave Atiku his 115 votes that night for Atiku to defeat to defeat Wike. I tell you, next week, Amechi will defeat Atiku. There is no Tambua again to shovel his votes to Atiku. There is no other person. There are just two. And the people will stand on the queue. And there is no counting like 1, 7, 10, 11, 50, 100. Look at the counting. If you watch your phone, look at the counting. They counted. This one now is one by one.
Okay.
Agents, Atiku agent and...
Thank you. Point made. Thank you. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning, Kenny.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Steven. Kenny, about P2B comparison with Donald Trump, with Tinubu, with what you read for us this morning, it showed that our government are still behind. Look, I disagree with the studio today, because if you listen to what you read out here, what Donald Trump carried to China is all about business, to bring something back to the United States of America. What did this our president bring for us? Fucking politician governors. What are the governors going there to do? All those governors, all those ministers, are they going there to service UK or what? Luxurious life. Embezzle the currency of this country. Every day you think, my brother, in fact, we have a problem in this country. Thank you.
Good morning, Today 95.1. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Kelly, Peter from Oyibo.
Mr. Peter, please go on.
Yes, let me be precise. Let me speak on President Tinubu's visit to the UK. When he went to the UK, I believe that journey was a personal journey. It does not concern the interest of Nigeria. Because at the end of the day, he told us that he procured a $700 million loan from the UK to rehabilitate seaports in Nigeria. But at the end of the day, this $700 million loan all sank in Lagos. He invested all this money in Lagos, where he comes from.
Okay.
And I do ask, at the end of the day, who will pay this loan?
All right, Mr. Peter.
Nigeria.
Thank you. Good morning, Today 95.1. Welcome. All right, I think we lost the call. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly.
Welcome.
Special Douglas.
Please go on.
Thank you so much. Kelly, you see, fiction or fallacy becomes truth if it is the only available version, story, or view. That is why you're truly constantly calling to update and inform the public, because what we sometimes may not be truth, but who says it? Because you don't sometimes have to express the truth. Kelly, I want to disagree with the screened out senatorial aspirant Palebo Banigo, because our protest should have come like a petition, but rather it is coming like a criticism, like blackmail. What is her reason for insisting that they must re-elect her? Because she's a woman. Because the women are supposed to be there. Why not say because you propose certain number of laws, because you did certain number of things while you were there, because this, because that? Why must it be woman? Must every woman be there? Say only 4 women are there. Should that be the reason why you will be there?
Thank you.
Politics is not where the game you will play and stand by the fence.
All
you
right.
Take a position. So that is.
Today 95.1. Good morning.
Kelly, good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Bro Charles Ayozi. I'm calling you from Oyibo. Are you getting me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, good. See, well, I am calling to support to your last caller what he said concerning OG complaining of the trip of our president to the United Kingdom and that of Trump to China. So the essence of any president is it not to achieve a goal? That goal is to better the country. So if Tinubu going to UK, the number of people he carried to that place is spending our foreign exchange. But Tinubu went to accumulate to make sure US is more better than it is. So like Chief Ndukwe was saying, it's not the same. This one is so the essence of every trip of any president is to make sure they achieve that goal of bettering the country.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Today 95.1. Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Kelly. Good morning. I'm the rest girls in the studio. My name is Kino Pubi. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Yes, let me contribute to Dr. Ipalebo Haribanigo. I think she has a very good point there that we need more women in politics and in the National Assembly. But she knows how she started it. She knows that the ladder she climbed is the one that she climbed down with. And that if she has the ground, let her go to her people and defect to another party and do a very good work, she might be returned to a National Assembly. And for Atiku and Amechi, I want to advise the both of them to fly that party. that is vice and president, they can defeat Tinubu. Without that, I don't think there's anything there. Thank you.
Okay. This another one will be our last call. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kelly.
Welcome. Your name, where you're calling from?
I greet our panelists in the studio there. My name remains Prince O, a.k.a. Truth is Data. Kelly, I put it to you, Kelly. There is no way Amechi will defeat Atiku. The Niger Delta will become Tamboa to Amechi. Amechi sold the presidency and collect minister. How do you think that Amechi will go to Bayelsa or Naya to campaign? When we carried our father and hit him on the ground and we were chopping up with our aircraft, use River State money to sponsor Buhari. See, the sick he used to kill a slave. If you don't throw it away, you will kill an indigent of the soil. So if Amechi is for presidency, while Jonathan was that his brother, he was the one that sponsored like Ngannou. Ngannou is you see, who joined the other people to kill his brother.
Okay.
And then he want to kill him, he was faithful. So there's no way Amechi can stand as a president in this country. What is friends? If Amechi has friends, he wouldn't have looked at presidency.
Thank you. Final call, Today 95.1. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly.
Welcome, sir.
And all the guests in the studio.
Morning.
I'm calling from Oyo. So I want to sound like the way the last callers and I was calling Saint. Why I'm saying this, even if Amechi beat Atiku, comes out today, as a reverse man, I will not vote him. Reason. Amechi as my brother. In 2015, when he came in on board with Buhari, I expected when they came here to vote, when they come here for campaign, I expected Amechi to say, the politics is all about brother. Please vote this Buhari. It will bring this to your people. To my greatest surprise, Amechi pick up mine, the record is there. On that podium, he was singing a war song. A war song, the record are there. I said, for crying out loud, meaning what? During election, what happened? In Abonima Bridge, people were carrying load and they are running out of their villages. For crying out loud, the same stone which he used to stone today is coming out again.
All right.
Forget to say. For the last one, please.
No, for time's sake. No, that's 60 seconds now. If I change the rules now, it will be unfair to other persons that have stuck by the same rule. So the rule is 60 seconds for every caller. Okay? Let me read some of your contributions from Facebook. Let's begin from there this morning, and then we'll keep making progress. Let's see. This one. All right. Thank God ability at Treble. Peter Obi foresaw what would happen in the ADC before leaving the party for NDC. Amechi wants to be presidential candidate in Atiku's party. Prince Dominic, mind you, the mode of primaries is direct, no longer delegates. People saying Atiku has more money to give should also remember that when Atiku contested the APC primaries with late President Buhari, he, Atiku, had and spent more money than Buhari. Did he still win or he didn't win? Amechi is the man to beat. Ignore him at your own risk. Wuguru Spotless. I can tell you for free that ADC is single-handedly funded and owned by Atiku, so Amechi will not make any headway. Emma Kobasi. Even Rotimi Amechi knows that he can't match the political strength of Atiku. If Peter Obi go fit run from this fight, if I'm to advise Rotimi, I would say that he should step down for Atiku and get the VP slot. Okay? Hello, John. Good morning, Kelly and the panelists. Chibike Amechi winning ADC presidential primary will be likened to the camel passing through the eye of the needle. I wish him very well, though. Amity Prince, he does not believe in zoning as such. He should contest till. React to what you're saying. Wosa Faithful. Amechi is just wasting his time. One certain thing I know here is that Atiku will never step down for anyone, not even for Chibike Rotimi Amechi. Atiku is going to be the flag bearer and he would emerge the ADC presidential candidate. That's the same thing now. Henry Ukwama puts it this way. One thing I know is that Atiku Abubakar can never be president of Nigeria with his character of trying to take over the turn of the South all the time. What they're reacting to. Opaka Dokubo, the one with a deeper pocket is most likely to win because I wonder if he would not consider losing to his much younger opponent as an embarrassment. It's a battle of egos. Thank you, Senior. Asimo Adamu, good morning to you and your guest. ADC is a special purpose vehicle for Atiku Abubakar to get the ticket. Rotimi Amechi also programmed to be the vice presidential candidate to Atiku. Peter Obi knew this and left. Forget this initial gragra of Amechi. It's scripted so that his supporters thinks he never wanted the position. Chief Asim Adams. Oh, this is Asim Adams. Okay. Esquire. Lorenzo Delight, it will be difficult for Amechi to defeat Atiku in primaries. Atiku Abubakar has a way of doing things. He has done it several times. Rotimi Amechi is a better candidate, but buying of delegates is a serious factor. Victor Amechi, Kelly, I will perhaps ask the former minister, Rotimi Amechi, to single. Victor, something is missing here, so it's hard for me to even piece it together. Sambo Timnan, good morning, Kelly, and the panelists in the studio. In fact, you see, Atiku Abubakar, his problem is his supporters. They don't tell him the truth. They always deceive him. So he may likely win the primary. We know he's very good in that, but at the end, there will be... it will end. Okay, you say it will end there because the South will still have the president till 2031. All right, so he will lose the general election. Sunday Aswa, if only it will not be monetized by Atiku. He's popular but can't do without buying delegates. Okay, and then Kingsley was saying, okay, yeah, I ask questions that I know the answer, but I don't know if you know the answer. So why don't I ask you the same question? You say 80% of leaders in the party are Atiku's men. If you're a good mathematician, you know the answer. Kingsley, Port Harcourt. All right, thank you for eventually trying to answer the question. General Post, Ifeanyi Fred. Good morning, Kelly and the guests. I want to ask a question. Okay, that's a separate thing. Let's move on. Efyong Inam. This is Louis from Rukboko. I'm sure I've read a message from you. I'm not sure I have today. Governor Shea Makinde has announced that the Oyo State government is willing to negotiate with the abductors of the Orire school children and teachers to secure their release. At this critical point, Nigeria should strengthen the security of the nation more than ever. Nigeria is very unsafe. If there is need to partner with foreign security experts to tackle this insecurity, I feel it's high time we did that. Dr. Mrs. Ima Olebara from Owerri, sad that Nigeria is bleeding and every new day comes with painful stories of killings, fear, kidnappings, and hopelessness. A situation where children and teachers are kidnapped in schools leaves much to be desired. Our children are now afraid of going to school, and it's invariably affecting their education, and parents are afraid of sending their children to school. Oyema Sylvester Kanayo, good morning, Kelly. Tinubu bandits behind Bomosho school abduction will face the full wrath of the law. Same story each time they strike. Tinubu is incapable of handling the rampaging bandits. He should allow a younger person to come in. History will record him as a former Nigerian president. Joel Okowa and Hope Uzodinma are serious machinery that Tinubu can never lose in the Senate. Watch it, Okowa, Hope Uzodinma, and Ojus Okalo, one of them will replace Akpabio as the Senate president. The abduction here and there, negotiations with kidnappers, when will this come to an end? Nigeria is bleeding. Chile Edwin, Sadia medically unfit to stand trial, but medically fit to misappropriate public funds. But for those who have resorted to killing and kidnapping our teachers, it's clear that elections are around the corner and the innocent teachers must be used for experiments. That's a sad one. I hope that's not the case. Okay, so that's for Facebook. I'll return to WhatsApp. Read some more from WhatsApp at this time. I was reading some earlier. Mr. Good News Okedede, the VP, Foreign Affairs Minister, and Attorney General, and the Nigerian ambassadors can be delegated to discuss and sign any international deal on Nigeria's behalf. Why is Mr. President himself traveling overseas every time? Okay, that is your reaction. Thank you. Okay, this one. Is there any councillor, chairman, rep, senator, governor in this? Okay. Is there any councillor, chairman, House of Rep member, a senator, and governor in this country that was not just picked by one big man in their party to become an aspirant? And if this had been the norm, it also means that they can as well disqualify anyone. James, your position. Thank you. Nigerian governors have turned the House of the Senate as a home of retirement, while they recruit their children inside the State House of Assembly as a starting point. We are nowhere to be found in their agenda. Suddenly, democracy in Nigeria is now monarchical system of government. INEC is now a member of the ruling party. Citizens have lost their faith in Nigeria's election. Mazi Oinuchaya Stephen, Commissioner. So you're just crying out over what you feel. All right. It's your feeling. You have a right to feel that way. Dr. Epalebo Haribanigo disqualified. Yes, what goes around comes around. One day, Wike too will be disqualified from being Yerishi of River State. Thank you. Ejima from Army Range, your contribution. Okay, let's do a few more from here. Okay, please check records. You will find out that Abacha did not travel much, yet Nigerian economy was, if not the best in Africa. The question of long, short, or mid-term was neither here nor there. About disqualification of former Deputy Governor of River State, that woman is too decent, exposed, and learned to rob herself with the cream of dirty, self-centered, and non-directional politics of one man. Kelly, man past man, Epele Ada George. That's what I was saying now. So I was even surprised when she came out yesterday to complain, to decry. I'm like, madam, if you understand the politics, if you know these things, you know that there was no way they would have given you a ticket. Just return to where you came from. Go and enjoy your life. I don't understand though. Okay. We'll have to listen to voice notes here now. Let's listen to some of the voice notes and then we'll switch to the traditional SMS channel so we can take the reactions from there. Let's begin. Just give us a moment.
Mr. Kelly, good morning, guest in the studio. My name is Esika. Mr. Kelly, Obi is right. That comparison, yes. It is something that we should look into very well. I'm getting pissed off right here now. How could we be comparing ourselves with Ghana? And somebody's telling us, yes, that we may be suffering now. So we are not, it is not me. It is not me. We are suffering. We are suffering right now. And the hunger is much inside this country. China has reportedly been committed to buy $17 billion worth of agricultural produce from the US. They are even in talks that they are going to purchase about 200 Boeing aircraft from them. That is concrete achievement. Look at what Tinubu did. Okay, they went there to meet foreign investors and do summit. Talk about this, talk about that. Nothing concrete that you hold. Nothing concrete that will affect the citizens of this country. That money that China will pay will...
Good morning, Kelly and the panel. This is Hector. How can a serving senator, Senator Dr. Epalebo, be disqualified from primary and she is not aware? It sent a wrong bad signal of her. This got to say that the woman in question is not in touch with her party. She's not in touch with her world ESCOs, the NGO ESCOs, and the state to even up to the national party ESCOs. The woman is completely not in touch. It's unfortunate in this part of the world, when it favors you, it is a democracy. But if it doesn't favor you, it is an anti-democracy. There is a miscarriage of democracy, and we call democracy all kinds of names. Quite unfortunate of her. The woman is not in touch. That is what it simply means. Even those people that came out to vote for her, are they really registered voters Are they really members of the APC? Unfortunate.
Good morning. I greet everybody. Please, there's something that I want to comment on this your show. I listened to your station yesterday. Somebody was calling, playing, and tried to complain about you as you that presenter, Mr. Kelly, that you are rude or something like that. So I don't know why people are just like that. Somehow.
We thank you for the confidence, yeah? But we just prefer you react to the issues, all right? Thank you.
Good morning, Kelly, and the guest in the studio. I want to speak on Obi's question to Tinubu. How come his numerous travels are not bringing any benefits to Nigeria compared to the travel that Donald Trump did that bring a lot of benefit to America? The truth is that Tinubu's aim of traveling is not to bring benefit to Nigeria. It's just to go and enjoy himself, just for jamboree. If Tinubu travels every day or even every week, nothing will still come out of the travel. Look at the country now. Poor electricity, insecurity everywhere, over-taxation. Which company will want to come in Nigeria to invest? If a businessman, Kelly, will you come to Nigeria to invest with the kind of policies this APC government has? They should stop deceiving themselves. This government don't have anything to offer. Frank from Sanfi Burukiri.
All right, Frank, let's go to the final platform. Okay, so this is WhatsApp. Let's go to traditional SMS. All right, I see those messages drop more than plenty, sure. But let's see. A very good morning, Kelly. I'm a respected guest. Senator Ipalibo Haribanigo rejects her disqualification for a comeback. My question to her this morning is, why didn't she reject her nomination as Deputy Governor in 2015 and as Senator in 2023? I rest my case. Austin George Rumomoy, your contribution. Thank you. Appeal orders full payment of salary allowances of demonstration school teachers. Mr. Law, I didn't carry that story. Governor Makinde should wake up, speak well, and protect his people. Also, APC Publicity Secretary, that's the right way to go. Tinubu for president. Wike, our authentic leader. Okay, this is God's time. Thank you. Expert from Ebere Obuma. Rivers State government approved civil servant. Okay, I also know take them. Actions of Mr. President must be commended or commented on. It's the right of citizens to do so. All the benefits of doubts prior have led us to lose billions of dollars on power refineries, etc., with little or no result whatsoever. Okay. Kana, I'm not sure what you're reacting to. Let me see. Okay, you say Mr. Obi's criticism is on point. Kano, is that the point you were trying to make? Banigo is not complaining because she lost ticket, but complaining because she was disqualified to contest for the ticket. There is expiry date for everything. What Wike did to PDP, he would also do to APC before the end of time. Okay, what's the name? Mr. Law. Okay. I've seen it. The greatest and worst thing that can happen to a father is to raise children in a misguided manner. What is presently going on in Rivers State politically is an awaiting time bomb that would explode either in the coming days or years. But when it happens, the mute parents should know that this was a seed they all allowed to be planted. Dante. Okay, now your name is Dante. I also see Honorable Malon here. So Dante is same as Honorable Malon. On borrowings, as far as we are not a production country, we can never get it right. In a family, a man who must borrow to feed his family, pay his children's fees, pay house rent, host numerous friends will hardly recover from debt. I only pity our incoming generation as our leaders have mortgaged this country. Ima Anayo, your contribution. Thank you. Ebu Bey from Chokocho, Eche. The constant trip by this APC government has always been their custom and tradition. It started with Buhari's government, transitioned to Tinubu, All their trips never yielded a tangible result. Instead, we're still in economic and security wars. Ebube, your contribution. Thank you. See the malfeasance with huge hands bestriding Nigeria's political, social, and economic space could give one migraine. That persons looking sorry and malnourished standing in the scorching sun to be counted as number 72 after number 1. And after that, they all erupted into cheers for being counted just to project one political... Okay. Friday Olu, what's your... Why have we made ourselves lesser than the fish in the water that flows with the tide in any direction? Must we all flow with Mr. President in his loan-seeking voyage just to service consumption rather than production? Friday Olu from Uniport, that's your contribution. Thank you. Peter Obi foresee... thank God I believe that I've read this message, so I can do too much from here. Amechi is the best, but unfortunately, he will not win the primary election. Okay. Eric, panelists, you have made my day. You're welcome. The contributions on radio, I know Amechi was deceived by the northern and some of the western political leaders. Okay, good morning to the contributors on radio. You say, I know Amechi was deceived by the northern and some of the western political leaders to push Jonathan away, but it's a good product that can change Nigeria no matter his problem with Jonathan. If the North accepts Amechi, he will get there. But Atiku, I believe, is working for Tinubu to rule again. He's very selfish. Pastor Kingdom, Amadi. That is your contribution. All right, we have to close now. We'll try to do a makeup. Allowed a lot more time today for your calls and texts and all of those. So we thank you all. Thank you to you that just stayed by your radio listening. We appreciate you. Chief Lovedo Okere, JP Square, political analyst and social commentator, voice of a chain nation, living in Rivers State. They called him to come and make peace because Mr. Williams told him that they will disqualify him. No sooner after he said that, he received a call. If you don't come now, disqualification will follow you.
May have been disqualified.
No. So Chief had to take off. It was an emergency. He had to take off. Chief, we understand. I no support them on me and disqualify you. So Jesse Williams, Esquire, legal practitioner, chairman Rivers Link. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kelly. Just to tell my Rivers people that we have to take our destinies in our hands. It doesn't matter what a person, somebody or group of persons are doing. Rivers State belongs to all of us.
It's all right. Dr. C.N. Dumle, Dr. Kalis, lecturer at Rivers State University. Doctor, thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, and again to Rivers people and to Nigerians. My advice is that we should realize that we are in that stage of indigenous colonialism, where few individuals who are our brothers have decided to colonize our resources for their personal use. So if you don't wake up and rescue just as we did from the British, we'll continue like this. Continue like this.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Emmanuel Indukwe, our in-house analyst. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you, Nigerians.
And we've closed. Hola.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
To Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
95.1 FM.
Get ready to feel the rhythm, the groove, and the true vibes of Africa. This is not just music. This is high life. From the legends to the latest, we're bringing you the best of palm wine grooves, jazzy horns, and soul-stirring melodies. Lives here.
Looking to grow your business?
Ready to elevate your brand and reach the right audience? This is your moment to take your brand to the next level with Today 95.1 FM.
Your trusted voice, reaching thousands of listeners every single day.
From startups to established brands, we create powerful advertising solutions that boost your visibility and drive real growth.
Our affordable advertising packages are designed to give your business maximum visibility and real results.
Don't just advertise where people are listening.
Call us today on 0818-389-2850 or visit our station to book your slot now at Today FM Drive off East West Road, Obiapo.
Today FM 95.1.
Your voice, your market, your success.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark.
Children are a beam of sunlight on Kiddies Playground. Smart is the new cool. We have interesting activities lined up for everyone, from storytelling to games to quizzes, where you get to win loads and loads of gifts. Do you have what it takes to compete and win exciting prizes? Then don't miss any episode of Kiddies Playground every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. only on Today 95.1 FM, where playtime comes to life.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Get ready to turn up the volume and dive into the heartbeat of entertainment. From the hottest celebrity gist to trending music, movie buzz, viral moments, and behind-the-scenes drama. This is where the fun never stops. Tuning to Entertainment Today, only on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People, your station for pure entertainment. Weekdays, 11:30 a.m. Entertainment Today, where your favorite stars and stories come alive.
All right, good morning. It's still your premium talk station, 95.1. We are Today FM. My name is Dawn Wilson. Today we do not have, in-house Baddie and Gen Z. She's away on official duties, but never fear. She will be back here on Thursday. It's 31 minutes past 11 this really beautiful Tuesday morning. And I hope you guys are doing great. It's Entertainment Today, of course. And so let's get into all things entertainment, see what the celebs are doing outside the country and inside the country. Now, don't forget, you can be part of the show by sending text messages and WhatsApp messages to the following numbers. 0701-9339-962. That's 0701-9339-962. So if you'd like to react, respond, or give your perspective on any of the, topics for discuss, you are free. Now, don't forget, you can also be part of the show via YouTube. Yes, you can watch and you can listen and you can also comment on YouTube. That's Today 951 FM. That's on YouTube, Today 951 FM. Don't forget, we also have a website. Yes, indeed. www.todayfmlive.com. www.todayfmlive.com. Smack dab in the middle of your screen. Listen live. Tap it. You are in. Of course, you can also use a Radio Garden and radio.org.ng. Look for Today 95.1 FM. You can't miss it, and you are in. Of course, you can find those apps on the Google Play Store and also on the Apple Store. Okay. Let's take you outside and then bring you back inside so we can focus on Nigerian things. Now, Hollywood's Russell Andrews, he's battling a neurodegenerative disease. So Russell Andrews, who's an American actor, has revealed that he's living with ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease. ALS affects the nerves that control muscles. Over time, it weakens the muscles, making it harder for a person to move, speak, eat, eat, and breathe. In fact, it is actually life-threatening. Many die. There is currently no cure for ALS, although treatments can help slow the disease's progression and improve the quality of life for some patients. Now, he spoke during an appearance on CNN, and this actor, for those of you who are wondering, okay, who is Russell Andrews? Well, you know him for his roles in Insecure. Yeah, Insecure was a really good one. I loved it. You can go and watch that. That's a series. And if you're into series, Better Call Saul. That's the spin-off from Breaking Bad. And Straight Outta Compton. And that's for, what's his name now? Not Dr. Dre? I believe it was Dr. Dre, yeah. And Grey's Anatomy, for those of you who enjoy medical shows like myself. So yes, he's battling ALS. And well, our thoughts and our prayers, obviously, are with him. Because, you know, you never know what God has done for you until you're battling ill health. Even something as, dare I say, mild? Yeah, well, we've grown used to it. So something as mild as malaria? Yeah, you'd know that, yes, God is doing amazing things for those of us who are hale and hearty. All right, let's get to the next foreign story, if the network, of course, will allow. It looks like the network wants to mess with me, but let's see if we can't try it again. Apparently, we hear there was some kind of shops had to shut down in America, in some place in America. All right, it's opening. According to People magazine, it says Swatch and Audemars Piguet Royal Pop collab launch forces stores to close down due to safety considerations. Okay, before we get into the story, here's the thing. You know, when they're launching something, let's see now, like, okay, during the millennium era, when we're getting into the millennium 2000s, Swatch launched a Millennium Watch. Oh my God, people went nuts about it. In fact, the James Bond movie Octopus, I believe, or something like that, there was a Swatch watch. People also went nuts. They were queuing, they were sleeping outside in the horrible weather just to make sure that they got themselves that watch. So Swatch is doing it again, but this time they're doing it with Audemars Piguet. And you might be wondering, Audemars Piguet, who are they? Well, apparently, they are more superior in craftsmanship, artistry, and all of that than even Rolex. Yes, many people swear that they are much better than Rolex. So imagine them having a collab with Swatch, and people went crazy. So let's get a bit of context on that. Swatch closed stores in various cities across the world due to extraordinarily high demand after the Swiss watchmaker's latest Royal Pop collaboration with Audemars Piguet drew unprecedented crowds to its stations. Today's bioceramic Royal Pop collection launch saw extraordinarily high demand. The brand wrote in the caption, "Some of our stores had to be closed in accordance with our security staff and local authorities to ensure a safe environment for everybody." Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know, it might be the bad belly in me. It might be the bad belly in me. But, you know, I usually call such things first world problems. Yeah, first world problems. Because imagine having to close down your shop just because of, well, crowd. Maybe for crowd control. Meanwhile, back here, hell, we're fighting hunger. We're fighting, what else are we fighting? We're fighting insecurity, oh yeah, or your state. We're fighting so many things. But abroad, they had to close down a shop. Not because people were so hungry they decided to loot, but because people wanted to buy watches. Oh, wow. All right, speaking of unemployment and all of that, according to the Cable, Kiss Daniel announces 7 job openings at his record label. So for those of you who might be seeking employment, well, 7 job openings available if you fit the bill, of course. So Flyboy Inc., the Nigerian music label owned by Kiss Daniel, has announced job openings and plans to rebuild the organization. The vacancies, which included label manager and accountant roles, were announced via Kiss Daniels' X page on Sunday. Quoting it, of course, available roles: label manager, artist manager, A&R, creative lead, marketing and PR lead, social media content manager, accountant, he wrote. The music star said he is looking to hire only young talent as part of the rebuilding process for Flyboy Inc. In a follow-up post, Kiss Daniel added that applicants must be between 18 and 27 years old, not older than 27, not younger than 18, like Kanye once wrote. I only take advice from younger people, he wrote. The Buga crooner added that interested applicants should reach out to Ubi Franklin, the popular artist manager, on, well, they put a kind of link there, so you can go and check a copy of the cable and see what's what. Good luck to you if you intend to throw your hat in the ring. All right, let's get into the Daily Post. And they have a story running on Made Kuti. He's of the Femi Anikulapo lineage, of course. The headline says, "Why I didn't go down on my knees when I proposed to my wife." All right. This has thrown up a lot of debate, and I'm pretty sure you guys might want to get in on that. Don't forget, numbers to send your text messages to and your WhatsApp messages: 0701 9339 962. 0701 9339 962. All right, let's get into this. Why Made is saying he did not go down on his knees. Afrobeat singer and son of legendary Fela Kuti, Made Kuti, has shared his opinion on marriage proposal and the process. The 30-year-old revealed that he didn't go down on his knees when he proposed to his wife, Inidoye Onyenso, because he believes that it should be a mutual decision and not one person begging on their knees. All right. The Grammy-nominated artist stated this in an episode of the Timeless podcast aired recently on Nick's Network YouTube channel. "I did not go down on my knees when proposing to my wife because I told her it was a mutual decision. We are not begging each other to be with each other," he said. Made Kuti and Inidoye Onyenso got married in a private ceremony in Lagos in November 2023. The singer revealed that Inidoye was his former school daughter. Okay, that raises the issue of age, but let's keep it moving. In 2025, Made tackled those who accused him and his wife, Inidoye and Igbo, of... All right, that's ethnic stuff. We're not getting into that. We're looking at the kneeling down thing. Well, off the top of my head, yeah, I see your calls. I can't take them. You can only send text messages. So please do well to send your text messages. I'll take your comments. So, I'll say this. I think it's a borrowed tradition. I think it's the British that started it, or maybe not the British, maybe the French, whoever. It came from the West or the Western world, as they say. So it's a borrowed tradition. But you know what? The world has become a global village. So if you think your significant other would appreciate grand gestures, then, well, why not? Really doesn't take anything away from you to get down on your knees and say, "Will you marry me?" It adds a certain, I don't know, je ne sais quoi to it. Now, even if you don't want to get down on your knees, you could do something else. Like I said, grand gestures. You could use flowers. You could, by the way, flowers are not indigenous. I could be wrong though, but I don't think they're indigenous to Nigeria. So yeah, that's still some borrowed tradition right there. As well as the white wedding, where you have to wear the white gown and all of that. I know there's history behind the white gown. It signifies purity and blah, 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 blah. But still, borrowed tradition. If you must be a traditional Nigerian, then you get married in the way of your, forefathers. And you also dress in the way your forefathers dressed, or foremothers dressed back in the day, and call it a day. Because traditional marriages are, deeply recognized by law as well. So, if you're choosing to do the white wedding, if you're choosing to use champagne and wine and this, that, and the other, then you can as well kneel down, because you're borrowing traditions all around. Now, if you were to use palm wine, okay. Don't mind me, I'm playing. But let's get your thoughts. All right, before we have to take a short music break, I'm thinking Millionaire Muses. Have you guys heard that song? Ooh, good one. Let's get into Enyoluwa. He is an influencer type person. So, winner to get 1.5 million naira as Enyoluwa launches essay contest for Ekiti students. Social media influencer Enyoluwa Adeoluwa has announced a new essay competition aimed at students in public secondary schools across Ekiti State. In a post on his X page on Monday, Adeoluwa revealed the initiative is titled the Professor Femi Adeoluwa Essay Prize. The topic is education beyond the classroom. What should young people be taught that schools currently ignore? And the essay is being organized in partnership with Eni's book club, the literacy and reading community. The social media celebrity revealed that the competition will award 1.5 million naira to the first position, 1 million to the second, and the third gets 500,000. That is amazing. Now, here's the thing, influencers, especially social media influencers, have usually caught flack from people saying, you people teach wrong lifestyles, small girl, big God, baby girl life, soft life, and all the other many things they say. So it's refreshing. Yes, it's refreshing to see that this particular influencer isn't doing something inane, isn't doing something, mind-boggling, because sometimes you watch some influencers and the things they push and you're like, wow, how does this help critical thinking? How does this help us think outside the box, or long-term thinking, or any of those good stuff we use to express how you should use your mind? So yes, him using education. All right, like I said, we'll take a short music break. When we come back, yes, Chike is in the news. We already have that post running on Facebook, so you can run there and leave your comments. I'm wondering today, is Chike a villain or a hero? Anyway, let's get into Millionaire Muses. That's from Morning Magic, and that's a Morning Magic by Millionaire Muses. And when we come back, conversations.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Wonderful, wonderful day. Yes, that was Morning Magic by Millionaire Muses. On that note, welcome back to the Entertainment Today show. All right, let's get right down to it. Yes, I did ask the question, Chike villain or what's that thing called now? Or a hero. Now, hear me out before you say, what? Are you condoning cheating and all of that? Well, okay, just hear me out first, all right? So, according to the Daily Post, pity my soul, Chike says amid alleged scandal with Frank Edoho's ex-wife, Sandra. So, Nigerian singer Chike has sparked reactions after sharing a cryptic post amid the ongoing scandal of his alleged illicit affair with media personality Frank Edoho's estranged wife, Sandra Edoho. Rumors have been circulating that Chike was romantically involved with Sandra Edoho after the media personality claimed he caught his then-wife cheating on him with a musician, but refused to mention a name. Despite the media personality not mentioning the singer involved in the alleged illicit affair with his ex-wife, controversial social media critic Very Dark Man released a video analyzing the situation, bluntly telling Chike that his actions could permanently destroy his career. He noted that the bulk of Chike's income comes from performing at weddings, charging millions per booking. He argued that husbands will now feel insecure and stop hiring Chike out of a fear of infidelity or his proximity to their wives. Amid the scandal, the singer shared a cryptic post on Sunday night when he wrote, "Pity my soul." While it is unclear whether Chike's post was connected to the ongoing scandal or not, fans are speculating that it was the singer's way of telling his critics to stop vilifying him over mere allegations. Meanwhile, the singer was recently spotted at a cinema in Lagos, signing autographs and taking pictures with female fans amid the ongoing scandal. Oh, Chike. Now, here's where my head is at. Apparently, on social media. Now, I don't know if it's jokes, because I saw one where the lady said, look, she had been dating this guy, and 2 months into the relationship, he got transferred to somewhere, and it was a Lenten season, so she called him, guy, how you doing? And he was like, he's feeling kind of off and wanting. And she was like, okay, but, the relationship is kind of dragging on, blah, 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 blah. And the dude stopped talking to her. Kept malice forever. You remember the malice story? Yeah, Frank Edoho said he's the king of malice and all of that, yes. So, she tried reaching out and he was just, blanking her, basically ghosted her. So she told her friend, look, call this guy. If he picks your call, because he's not picking mine, then I'll know that he's okay and he has moved on. So the friend calls, he picks up, they cut the call, and she knows what's what. So she moves on. Now, picture this. On the heels of this Chike rumor or Chike allegation, whatever you want to call it, dude now sends her a text. Hi, I'm so sorry. During the Lenten season, I was feeling a bit off and you didn't show me care and blah, blah, blah. And I got angry, so I decided to mute you. And then I forgot about your whatever. And, I must have taken it too far. Please, I'm apologizing, blah, blah, blah. Some women are saying husbands are coming home with suya and catfish pepper soup. People have been keeping malice for ages and now becoming afraid because the Chike effect, the Chike movement. So, well, Chike, it's unverified at the moment, but don't you think he has done one good for the female folk? Now, men will have a rethink before they keep malice. What do you guys think? The numbers are 0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. All right, let's move on to the next story. And we'll now check and see if we have any takers on our SMS portals and, of course, social media portals. Daily Post, people said I'd end up becoming prostitute after losing my dad at 16. And that's Shine Rosman. Now, for those of you who do not know who Shine Rosman is, she's the really beautiful, gorgeous looking, sexy lady that, was more or less the kryptonite. All right, let's call it kryptonite. The kryptonite of the dude in To Kill a Monkey. She looked good, man. She looked good. So yes, that's Shine Rosman. Now, Nollywood actress Shine Rosman has opened up about how losing her dad at the tender age of 16 affected her life, revealing that many lost hope in her after the sad incident. Speaking in a recent interview with media personality Trudy Gideon, Rosman disclosed that the loss was traumatic to the point that she became suicidal. She recalled that amid the grief, some people predicted that she would end up becoming a prostitute since her father was no more. Rosman said she used the setback and financial struggles that followed as fuel for her ambitions. She said, after I lost my dad at 16, many people said to me that I would end up becoming a prostitute and get pregnant out of wedlock. Look, you know what, Nigerians, come on. Yeah, I get it. Oh, I'm just being honest. I'm just being whatever. No, you are being an insensitive jerk. That's what you're being. And then you're using, I'm being blunt, I'm just speaking my mind, to justify being an insensitive jerk. Sometimes some people don't... Who asked you? I mean, who asked you? Some of you walk around, hey, how now? No, you don't fat, oh. Hey, how now? You don't this, oh. This, and some of you shout it, thinking, oh, you're being funny. No. You're being jerks. At 16, come on. Think. There's this post I have on my bathroom door. Put brain in motion before moving mouth. Put brain in motion before moving mouth. It's not something you say to a 16-year-old. But anyway, that's life. All right, let's check Facebook, see if we have any takers before we have to bounce, because... it'll soon be time for the world news. Just a second. Let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so on the post, we have people laughing. Why are you laughing? Okay, you're laughing at the joke, or you're laughing at husbands who have decided to do better and be better. All right, let's check our message portals, see if we have any takers. All right. Okay, so apart from people laughing on the post, I hope it's wives, I hope it's women that are laughing and not, let's see if I can check and see. All right. Okay. A woman and a man. All right. Anyway, the fear of Chike. If you were keeping malice before, unmalice yourself. Okay. And learn to treat your spouses. Both sides learn to treat each other, well, very well. If not, it has now become a thing where both sides are just, it's a both thing. God forbid you find yourself in such a situation. Anyway, like they said, it's still allegations. So please, let's stop vilifying Chike until, of course, evidence comes out that, well, there was a meeting of the minds, or dare I say, rubbing of the minds. It's been Entertainment Today. My name, Dawn Wilson. We'll do this again on Thursday. And yes, Anastasia will be here with her Gen Z thoughts. All right, enjoy what's left of Tuesday. Up next is the world news.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Education never ends, and we believe it starts even way earlier than most of us think. On Android Gorgie, every Tuesday, 1 to 2 p.m., we unravel these various building blocks and its challenges that make you and I better versions of ourselves. Android Gorgie on Today 95.1 FM.
What if the internet had a voice? What if we knew exactly what you love to listen to? What if we understood your vibe, your voice, your opinion? Today, 95.1 FM. Today, 95.1 FM. We are the voice of the people.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Good afternoon. This is the World News on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. I am Dawn Wilson. The headlines. Court of Appeal orders Rivers government to pay teachers' salaries. FCCPC warns Nigerians against buying drugs from unregistered sellers. Federal government signs over 600 billion naira road contracts for Southwest, Northwest infrastructure projects. And on the foreign scene, Togo removes visa requirement for African travelers. Now the details. The Court of Appeal sitting in Port Harcourt has ordered the River State government and the management of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education to pay all outstanding salaries owed to teachers of Demonstration Secondary School from February 2015 until the judgment is fully implemented. The three-member panel upheld an earlier judgment of the National Industrial Court, which had declared the stoppage of the teachers' salaries unlawful and affirmed that the affected teachers remained valid employees and were entitled to all salaries and benefits withheld over the years. The dispute began in February 2015 after former River State Governor Nyesom Wike directed that salaries of the affected teachers be stopped, and following the directive, the management of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education discontinued payment to more than 97 teachers of the Demonstration Secondary School. The teachers subsequently approached the National Industrial Court, which in 2018 ruled in their favor, declaring the stoppage of salaries unlawful and restraining both the state government and the institution from interfering with their employment, but did not, however, order immediate payment because of differences in salary structures, allowances, and other entitlements. Dissatisfied with the ruling, the River State government appealed the judgment, while the teachers filed a cross-appeal seeking an order compelling the payment of all outstanding salaries. Counsel to the affected teachers, Emeka Dite Ojoko, told Today FM's Uchendu Ojowo that the Court of Appeal had now directed the government and the university management to settle all salary arrears owed to the teachers from February 2015, while counsel to the defendants declined to comment on the judgment.
That appeal was filed in 2018. Now, after the appeal was filed, we also filed a cross-appeal on their behalf against the refusal of the National Industrial Court to order the government to pay them their salaries up till date. And today, the Court of Appeal gave judgment. The court made a consequential order today and directed the River State Governor and the management of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education to pay the staff salaries from the time when the salaries were stopped, which is February 2016, till the date when they comply with the order of court.
Today FM reports that aside from the Demonstration Secondary School of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, the wider dispute also involves teachers of International Secondary School, River State University, and Comprehensive Secondary School, Bori. Uchegbu Chukwuma has advised Nigerians to purchase drugs only from registered pharmacists to avoid consuming fake or harmful products. Speaking in an interview with Today FM's Uloma Wosu, Chukwuma said consumers should always check important details on drug packages before making purchases, stressing that every genuine drug must carry clear information such as the production date, expiry date, batch number, and registration number from the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, written in a language buyers can easily understand. He explained that government agencies regularly inspect markets and pharmacies to monitor the sale of drugs and ensure that only approved products are sold in registered outlets, adding that inspections are aimed at protecting consumers from dangerous and substandard medicines.
From time to time, we also go to the marketplace to survey what is in the market. The market is so wide that places we also go are those areas that are registered. It also beholds on the consumer to be very careful, to be aware and beware of what you buy, because what you buy has a lot to do with your health. See that recently there has been an increase in young men coming down with high blood pressure, stroke, and things like that.
The FCCPC official also advised residents to be cautious about the type of drugs they consume, warning that the wrong medication could pose serious health risks. He noted that many people unknowingly expose themselves to health complications by purchasing unverified drugs from unauthorized sellers, adding that consumers must always verify the source of medications before use. Chukwuma, who further expressed concern over the growing use of sex enhancement drugs among young people, disclosed an increase in cases of high blood pressure and stroke among youths, warning that excessive or improper use of such substances could have dangerous effects on their health.
So many sex enhancement drugs in the market is seriously alarming. We've seen that there is a lot of different kinds of drugs in the marketplace that have to do with sex enhancement. What we'll always advise the consumer is to ensure that you buy at registered pharmacies. Ensure that the drug you are buying have all the markings, production date, expiry date, batch number, NAFDAC number. Ensure that those things are clearly written and that they are written in language that you can understand.
Ahead of the 2027 general elections in Rivers State, the Accord Party has announced the commencement of its internal election timetable, including the sale of expression of interest and nomination forms. According to a statement by the state's chairman, Nana Onyekwere, the sale of forms is scheduled to begin and conclude on Thursday, May 21. The statement added that screening of aspirants will commence on Friday, May 22, while primaries for the State House of Assembly and governorship positions will hold on Tuesday, May 26. Primaries for the House of Representatives and Senate are scheduled for May 29, while the presidential primary is slated for May 30. The party, while assuring members of a free, credible and fair process, urged aspirants and stakeholders to comply with the guidelines, noting that the timetable aligns with national directives issued by the party leadership. The Social Democratic Party, SDP, has announced that its former national chairman, Shehu Gabam, is no longer a member of the party following his suspension and expulsion over allegations of corruption, mismanagement, and constitutional breaches. The party's newly ratified national chairman, Sadiq Gombe, made the declaration in Abuja after a closed-door meeting with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, insisting that the party's internal disciplinary actions were validly taken and remain binding under its constitution. Gombe, who was accompanied by members of the National Working Committee, NWC, said the SDP only attended the meeting with INEC out of respect for the institution, but maintained that it has no authority to interfere in party leadership decisions. He added that Gabam failed to exhaust internal appeal mechanisms or channel his expulsion in court, stressing that the party's National Executive Committee has already ratified the decision. The SDP leadership also urged INEC to remain neutral in party matters ahead of the 2027 general elections, insisting that internal party organs, not external bodies, determine leadership outcomes. The Trade Union Congress, TUC, has expelled 11 officers and members and suspended 14 others over alleged acts of disobedience to resolutions of its National Executive Council. The decision was taken at an emergency NEC meeting held in Lagos and confirmed during a briefing by TUC President General Festus Osifo, who said the disciplinary action followed the findings of a committee set up on April 27 to investigate misconduct within the organization. Osifo said the committee reviewed cases of flagrant disobedience, gave affected members a fair hearing, and submitted its report within 7 working days before sanctions were approved. He listed the expelled members as coming from councils in Lagos, Rivers, Enugu, and Bayelsa states, stating that they immediately ceased to hold any position within the union and were barred from representing or using TUC's name or materials. He added that 14 officers were also suspended for 2 years and directed all affected persons to hand over union property, warning employers and institutions against recognizing them as representatives of the Congress. You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, sports, and foreign stories. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. The federal government has signed contracts worth over 690 billion naira for the construction and rehabilitation of major roads across the southwest and northwest as parts of efforts to modernize the nation's transport infrastructure under President Bola Tinubu. The agreements signed at the Federal Ministry of Works headquarters in Abuja cover 4 major projects in Kaduna, Oyo, Ogun, and Osun states. All the roads will be constructed using continuously reinforced concrete pavement technology aimed at delivering more durable infrastructure. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, described the projects as strategic national infrastructure designed to improve connectivity, stimulate economic growth, and enhance transportation efficiency. Meanwhile, the federal government has begun efforts to address fiscal and policy challenges affecting Nigeria's paper manufacturing industry as parts of plans to boost local production, create jobs, and reduce dependence on imported educational materials. The Minister of State for Industry, John Eno, disclosed this during a factory tour and stakeholders meeting with Nixon Paper Mill Nigeria and Specialty Group. The manufacturers complained about what they described as unfair competition from imported paper products and textbooks, noting that imported educational materials enter the country duty-free, while local producers still pay duties on chemicals and other key raw materials. Eno described the situation as harmful to local industry, revealing that Nigeria loses an estimated 250 billion naira annually through the importation of textbooks that could be produced domestically. He said the government was considering reforms under its industrial policy framework and would engage the Ministry of Finance to review the duty structure affecting the paper and printing sector. Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has reduced the price of aviation fuel, Jet A1, to 1,650 naira per litre from 1,750 naira per litre, in a move aimed at easing pressure on airline operators and ensuring a steady fuel supply across the country. The company announced that the reduction is accompanied by a 30-day interest-free credit facility for marketers and airline operators backed by bank guarantees, as well as a transition from dollar-based pricing to a naira-denominated structure. The refinery said the intervention is designed to address rising operational costs in the aviation sector, where fuel remains one of the biggest expenses for domestic carriers. Industry stakeholders have repeatedly warned that increasing Jet A1 prices was threatening the sustainability of flight operations and pushing up airfares. According to the company, the latest price cut is expected to reduce fuel procurement costs for airlines, improve operational stability, and support efforts to moderate ticket prices for passengers. On the foreign scene, the government of Togo has announced the removal of visa requirements for citizens of all African countries visiting the nation for short stays of up to 30 days. The decision was disclosed in a statement by Togo's Ministry of Security through its official X account. According to the ministry, African nationals holding valid passports will now be allowed to enter the country without a visa as part of efforts to strengthen regional integration, promote mobility, and deepen cooperation across the continent. The ministry said travelers would still be required to complete a travel declaration on the government's official platform at least 24 hours before arrival in order to obtain a travel slip. Authorities described the policy as a major step toward making Togo a hub for openness, opportunities, and collaboration within Africa. The development follows similar visa-free initiatives introduced by Rwanda, while the federal government of Nigeria has also begun implementing a 30-day visa exemption policy for Rwandan citizens entering the country. In sports, Jose Mourinho is reportedly on the verge of a sensational return to Real Madrid after reaching a verbal agreement to take over as head coach. The Portuguese tactician, widely known as the Special One, is said to have agreed an initial 2-year deal with formal signing of documents still pending completion. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano reported that all terms have been verbally agreed, with Mourinho expected to travel to Madrid after Real Madrid's final La Liga match against Athletic Bilbao. If finalized, the move would mark Mourinho's second spell in charge of Real Madrid, more than a decade after his first tenure between 2010 and 2013, during which he won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Spanish Super Cup. While the club has yet to issue an official confirmation, anticipation is building among supporters as they await formal announcement once contractual details are concluded. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. A court of appeal in Port Harcourt has ordered the River State government to pay all outstanding salaries owed teachers of Demonstration Secondary School. The FCCPC has warned citizens against buying drugs from unregistered sellers. We told you that the federal government has signed over 600 billion naira road contracts for Southwest, Northwest infrastructure projects. And on the foreign scene, you also heard that Togo has removed visa requirements for African travelers. And that was the news as edited by Stella Sasongu Okore. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com, Facebook, Today95.1 FM, Instagram, TodayFM951, X, TodayFM951. You can also join our YouTube live at Today95.1 FM. I am Dawn Wilson. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Catch the latest news, real talk, real stories, all on Today 95.1 FM, where you belong.
Education never ends, and we believe it starts even way earlier than most of us think. On Andre Gorgie, every Tuesday, 1-2 p.m., we unravel these various building blocks and its challenges that make you and I better versions of ourselves. Andre Gorgie on Today 95.1 FM.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Say no to the ordinary. Embrace the extraordinary, because we are the voice of the people. Voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM.
Today is business. Today is a new trend for your businesses. We give you all the information you need to grow your business, new ideas and innovations that keep you earning more and staying relevant.
Every day, we engage in business, buying and selling, trading, and exchanging of services as individuals or as a country. Money goes round, it goes up and down. But have you ever wondered what business is all about? And have you ever wondered how you can stand out in your business?
Today FM has got you covered every Wednesday between the hours of 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Learn all you need from professionals on how the country runs its business affairs and how you can be an outstanding entrepreneur and grow your business.
Business Today.
Looking to grow your business?
Ready to elevate your brand and reach the right audience? This is your moment to take your brand to the next level with Today 95.1 FM.
Your trusted voice, reaching thousands of listeners every single day.
From startups to established brands, we create powerful advertising solutions that boost your visibility and drive real growth.
Our affordable advertising packages are designed to give your business maximum visibility and real results.
Don't just advertise where people are listening.
Call us today on 0818-389-2850 or visit our station to book your slot now at Today FM Drive off East West Road, Obiapo.
Today FM 95.1.
Your voice, your market, your success.
Radio has never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Wake up to the ultimate mix. Today's quest, today's connect, today's hustle, all on one station. Only on Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people, where the streets speak.
Please listen to this infomercial.
Herbal Heritage International, the Kokoroko, for herbal medicine, where they produce strong, correct medicine, they take it, they support the country healthcare system. Countryman, correct, holistic, ogbonge herbal medicine, they know they come out for public anyhow, like a big basket. Full ground, as every Christmas, have been boundary. Seeking a self sabi medicine, we pass them. After all, monkey smart now, because tree near tree is our forest. Heritage International, go use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition wey don't become ogbarogba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International offices wey near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now you.
Hello and welcome to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. On today's edition of the program, our topic for discussion is male-related health challenges. And I have with me in the studio, Dr. Otumba Abiodun. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Man problem can be seen in men whenever it frequently occurs that a man is unable to satisfy his partner when it comes to man and woman interaction. It can feature in many ways. In some, it is possible for them to experience poor energy, a situation where a man is unable to get into the act at all. In some are preparing to get into the act, but unfortunately, they just discover that the energy dropped. That is called early ejaculation. It is possible for a man to get into the act and discover that he is unable to stay more than a minute. That is called premature ejaculation, as the case may be. Some may experience total loss of energy. In some, it can be as a result of excessive tiredness after the whole exercise. And some can experience total loss of the energy for even weeks or months. A number of factors can be responsible for this. In some, it can be as a result of infections, of which staphylococcal infection, gonococcal infection are inclusive. There are other infections that are capable of destroying the nerves or the blood volume, making a man to become totally weak. It is not only infections that do destroy the energy in men that have to do with satisfying their partner. When one has used some drugs for a very long period of time, it is possible for one to experience this. In some, it can be as a result of drug abuse. Drug abuse can feature in many ways. Some do abuse alcohol. Some do abuse energizers. People that are faced with sugar problem, that is, diabetes mellitus, if it is not controlled properly, it can weaken the nerves, and under that condition, a man may not be able to stand like a real man again. It is possible for a man suffering from pile to also be very weak in this aspect. And under this condition, there will be serious waist pains. Not only waist pains, there can be stooling of blood. In some, you discover that there can be serious constipation, a situation where a man will wake up and is unable to free his fecal waste. He has to take some regimens for him to be free from such as well. It is possible when there are hormonal changes in a man for a man to be very weak in this aspect. Stress also has a role to play. We should not forget that under depression, the energy a man needs to get into this act can disappear completely. Whichever the case may be, we have to understand this line of action in a man, that before a man is able to stand like a real man, the arousal center in the brain must be stimulated. And it is after this stimulation that energy or signal is sent to the male organ through nerves. And after getting it through nerves, we need volume of blood for engorgement of tissues in the male organ for a man to stand like a real man. And anything that is capable of destroying the blood cells, the blood volume, can also make a man to be totally weak in performing his duty in the second room. And that is why we say, whenever we are faced with any challenge, it is very important for one to visit a healthcare giver who will be able to evaluate one and determine the root cause of the challenge. And after this, to know the right regimen to put together for one to be totally free from the challenge. And that is why evaluation from healthcare givers is very important, to pinpoint the root cause of the challenge. And once the root cause of the challenge is determined, you will discover that solution to such challenge is around the corner. Prostatic gland enlargement also have a role to play in a situation where a man is not able to stand like a real man. When the prostate starts growing after 55 years of age, in some people, you will discover that there can be frequency. A situation where when a man sleeps at night, before daybreak, he has voided urine for more than 5, 6, or even 10 times. The volume is not always a very large one, like in diabetes mellitus. But after that stage, you discover that the stream of flow of urine will not have the normal force it used to have, or it may start splitting to two. It is when nothing is done for all these challenges that such will now result to total blockage of flow of the urine. And that is why we say a stitch at a time saves 9. Having all these challenges is not the end of the road. For more enlightenment and advice, the number you can call is 080-33-111-946. I repeat, 080-33-111-946. I repeat, 080-33-111-946. Thank you.
All right. You've been listening to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080-33-111-946. I repeat, 080-33-111-946. 080-33-111-946. Let's take our sponsor's message. Don't go away. We shall be right back.
Herbal Heritage International, the Kokoroko for herbal medicine where they produce strong, correct medicine. They take it, they support with country healthcare system. Liman, correct bekelistic ogbonge herbal medicine. They we know they come out for public anyhow like a big basket. Food ground as every Christmas have been boundary. Sickness self sabi medicine we pass them. After all, monkey smart now because tree near tree is a forest. Heritage International go use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition. We don't become umbarumba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International offices way near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now
You're welcome back to Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggest possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. Until we come your way again, remain blessed.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Yeah. DJ Clue. Yeah. Desert Storm. Yeah. Fabulous. Flip Mode. With Wilma. M. Holla. Bust a bus. All right? Pay attention. Let's all form a line. You color and fracture the light.
Know a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
and reminding the new school of where it all started from. Get the best of classic old school music back to back.
Nostalgia Drive
from 10:30 p.m. to 11 p.m.
for every Saturday
on Today 95.1 FM.
You're the bomb.
95.1 FM.
Wake up to today's quest, where breakfast on the radio is full course. We start with some motivation to ignite the spark in you for a great day. Then a full interactive sports show on Sport Attack 6:30 a.m. Unbeatable and concise news reports on the world news at 7 a.m. And our newspaper review segment now 7:30 a.m. Oh yes, 7:30 a.m. The scoops and the commentaries from my esteemed panelists. Today's quest 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Miss it, you miss out.